Hi Professor and partners, I'm Amaury Perez and this is my video about the importance of new energy technologies and how renewable energy can be integrated into company's process. Starting with the analysis of the information shared in the support material, I find the importance of new energy technologies as measurable depending on their applicability. With this, I mean that while many of the innovations offer a benefit moreover traditional means of energy production and use, many of the economic and financial interests are supporting such traditional technologies because their remuneration is so much more stable and both for decades loading up to the ever-growing fossil fuel market and for the stable demand of these or his secondary products, such as cars, machines, and industries, that will continue over the next few decades consuming these fuels and their upgrades to new energy technologies will be carried out very gradually, allowing to continue capitalists on the traditional means of production and use of energy. However, this only opens new opportunities to improve the value proposition of new companies and projects that offer a breakthrough for the development of energy technologies such as photovoltaic systems that can be installed both in houses and moving objects like cars, planes, ships mainly. Tesla towers, current advice for the transmission of energy through electromagnetic waves, wireless electricity, supersonic trains that employ metamaterials and superconductors to achieve the repulsion reaction between the components of trains and their tracks, magnetic levitation. Flying cars, such as experimental Uber drones, among other advances, provide the opportunity to reduce costs, time, resources, and expenses by maintaining the traditional four engine times. However, what I consider to be left out of the value proposition and even the business model of these innovations is that it doesn't matter the simple fact of offering an improvement and or saving on a particular problem if the rest of the ecosystem with which the operations of this innovation relate have their commercial interests set and measured towards decades in the future in the traditional business that has proven over decades its success in remuneration for suppliers and investors who could start the installation and operation of these projects. If these interests are not valued and included in value proposition and even exchanged with projections and market research that support acceptance and customer expectations as competitive as traditional technologies, it will be the implementation and capitalization of these projects extremely slowly. This is how I would integrate them into the process of companies.